CTV News Channel, I'm Fernandez. Some of the country's biggest unions are urging members to take part in what is being called a day of action against Caterpillar. It owns the locomotive plant in London, Ontario, outside of Toronto, where workers were locked out earlier in the month. The company, Electro-Motive, is looking to cut pay and benefits. For more on this topic, we're joined by Irwin, Nanda, the Executive Vice President of the Ontario Federation of Labour. Irwin, thank you for joining us. Let's begin by talking about the fact that the workers were locked out at the beginning of the year. Has there been any progress or discussion since that have moved it forward?
No, there's been no progress. Caterpillar refuses to negotiate. Their position is that these workers have to take this $30 million a year concession.
What does that break down to? How much of a wage cut are they looking at? How much of a pension reduction are they looking at? What does that mean to the average worker there?
Well, the average worker makes about $35 an hour there. They want them to go to $16.50 an hour, basically cutting their wages in half, which amounts to about $21 million a year to them. And they want to cut $1.5 million in pensions and other stuff like their vacation leave and that. But it totals to about $30 million. And it's just outrageous that a company that made a profit last year is looking to cut workers' wages in half.
We have heard a lot in the past year about employees being asked to take wage cuts, make sacrifices because the times are tough. That being said, that's an incredible amount that they're being asked to give up. What's the reasoning behind this? As you said, the company's made a profit, but they're still asking for quite a sacrifice. What's going on here behind the scenes?
We're not sure what Caterpillar does, but this is their track record wherever they go, is to try to cut the wages. There's no justification to cut these wages in half. The company's made money, and just so everybody knows, this company, what they produce there is an over a $2 million item that leaves that plant, and they're very skilled workers who do this work.
What do they produce? Tell us a little bit more about that.
They produce locomotives.
Okay.
And they sell anywhere between $2.2 million and $4 million for one, and they produce about one a day. They can produce a little bit more, and they've been producing them, and they've been making money, and now they're asked to take half their wages away.
You, as a result, have asked people to come out for a day of action. Tell me a little bit more about how many people you expect to attend and some details about what you're looking for that day.
Yes, the Canadian Auto Workers called for a day of action. The Ontario Federation of Labour is in behind them. We're expecting about 10,000 people out in London, hopefully more. And it's not just going to be labour unions. This is also a community fight. The community in London has really caught on to this and across the province, because this isn't just against workers there, it's against the community as well.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. You have about 400 workers in the London lockout, which is not a huge amount in the grand scheme of things, but are you asking people to come out because you think it's representative of something bigger here?
Yes, we believe that this is the corporate agenda to cut workers back. We believe that we're saying it's a line in the snow, that we're going to go there, we're going to defend these workers, and we're going to defend all the workers across this province. We know we have what's going on in Toronto, and they're looking for cutbacks everywhere. But in this case, I think Caterpillar didn't realize that how much support in the community and in the labour movement that these workers have. I
like that you said it's a line in the snow and not in the sand, because it is snowing out there. How long can the workers go? I imagine when they're being locked out, are they getting paid? Are they getting any sort of benefit here? I mean, how long could they go without going to work? That's got to be a hardship as well.
Well, just remember, they want to work. They're prepared to work today. It's the company that's locked them out, and I guess they're prepared to fight as long as it takes.
All right. Irwin, Nanda, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
And moving on now, a majority